Are you a high achiever or are you secretly a people pleaser? There is a very thin line between healthy ambition and chasing external validation, and most people don't even realize when they've crossed it. And in this video, my goal is to help you figure out where you are on that line so that you can shift back into authentic achievement and ambition, of course. And you won't abandon yourself anymore and neglect your own needs. This is what happens with people pleasers, and in the long run end up in resentment and burnout. Because there is healthy, aligned achievement, and then there is people pleasing, disguised as ambition. And there's a reason why high achievers often slide into people pleasing without even noticing that. And it has to do with where they come from, how ambition was coded in their subconscious from early childhood on. So in this video, I'll show you how to recognize if you're operating from validation seeking instead of authentic ambition. And make sure you watch till the end, because that's where I'll share how you can shift back into authentic, fulfilling high achievement. By the way, if you like content about mastering your mind, overcoming limiting beliefs, and achieving more with less struggle, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and turn on the notifications. It really helps more people to find this message too. So thank you. So why does it even matter where you are on the scale? Whether you're a high achiever, a true high achiever, or secretly stuck in people pleasing? Because it impacts everything. Your health, your happiness, and your relationships. Let's start with you. Many high achievers work harder than anyone else, and they accomplish incredible things, of course. Yet they still don't feel enough. And that is because they are chasing external validation. They are trying to earn love. They are trying to earn belonging or the feeling of relief, but that feeling never actually arrives. No matter what they achieve, it's never enough. And over time, that takes a toll, not just emotionally, but also physically. What happens when you're chasing goals from fear or people pleasing is the following. Your body runs on stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, plus short bursts of dopamine after each win, but it's never sustained. And this chemical cocktail keeps your nervous system in overdrive. Over time, it leads to racing thoughts, poor sleep, digestive problems, all those things, even early burnout, of course, and health problems down the line. And now compare that to achieve or to aligned achievement. When your goals come from within, you actually feel calm and energized. Your body produces more serotonin, oxytocin, the hormones of connection, fulfillment, and ease, which support your health rather than destroy it. And it's not just about you. The way you approach achievement also impacts your relationships. So high achievers stuck in people pleasing, they often struggle to create deep, meaningful connections. They can't slow down, they can't let themselves be seen beyond what they do. And healthy achievement, on the other hand, allows you to show up fully for yourself and for others. So this matters because the way you achieve shapes your health, your happiness, and the quality of your relationships. And if you don't look at it, you can end up achieving everything you thought you wanted and still feel empty and disconnected. And if you already know you want to start shifting this, I have a mind mastery community where I guide you through exactly this kind of work. Rewiring your mind, releasing old patterns, and creating success with more ease. You can join today for just $9. The link is below in the comments and the description. So now let's talk about what healthy aligned achievement looks like and how you can recognize it in yourself. Because it's not just about how much you achieve, it's about the energy behind it and how you feel while you're achieving. Here are a few clear signs that your ambition is healthy and not driven by people pleasing. Sign number 1, you're not chasing validation from others or from yourself. Big one. You're able to work hard and achieve, of course, but without needing applause from others and without subtly trying to prove something to yourself as well. You're simply doing it because you enjoy the work and because it matters to you, not to prove your worth. Sign number 2, you honor your own needs and your relationships. Healthy achievement doesn't come at the cost of your health or at the cost of your sleep or your relationships. You take care of your body with good food, with rest and movement, and you don't neglect the people who matter to you, your partner, your kids, your friends. You still have the time to show up for them and the energy to connect deeply with them instead of always running on empty. And then sign number 3, you can pause and rest without guilt. You're able to celebrate progress and take breaks without shame. You can take what I call shameless rest, real rest, without anxious thoughts attached to that and the thoughts that everything will fall apart if you stop. And this isn't like the person who says, oh, I could stop anytime, but never actually does it. It's real. You could step back, even just in your mind, without spiraling into panic. And then sign number 4, you feel proud and energized and not anxious and hollow. When your achievement is aligned, you feel proud, you feel energized, and you feel fulfilled and not anxious, resentful, or hollow inside. A great test is this: could you stop right now and still feel good about yourself? Or are you terrified of what others would think if you slow down or if you said no? If the thought of stopping fills you with fear, you're afraid that if you don't overwork, people won't respect you, etc. Or worse, that you won't respect yourself. That's usually people pleasing and not healthy ambition. So those are the main signs of healthy achievement. It's self-directed. It honors your needs and relationships. It allows for rest without guilt, and it feels good in your body and mind. You're building from a place of pride and fulfillment and not fear or shame. But how do you know when you've crossed the line, when your ambition has slipped into people-pleasing? Let's break that down next. The easiest way, of course, is when the things that I just mentioned before, when the signs of healthy achievement that I shared, when they start to disappear. But there are a few more red flags that I want to mention. So, one is that every accomplishment feels fleeting. You hit a goal, but it never feels like enough. You're already chasing the next milestone and the next one and the next one, afraid to stop because slowing down feels like utter failure. And then another red flag is that you're desperate for approval and validation. Instead of feeling internally proud, you're waiting for someone else to tell you you're good enough. And you're hooked on the next dopamine hit of someone noticing your hard work. And then another red flag is you say yes to things you don't actually want. You agree to projects, to clients, or tasks that feel deeply misaligned, and just to avoid disappointing others or looking bad. And you work with clients that you secretly resent, or you take on work that drains you because you feel you have to. And then another red flag, you're performing success. On the outside, it all looks impressive, it looks amazing, but inside you feel empty, disconnected, and deeply unfulfilled. It feels very misaligned, like you're playing like a role instead of living your life. And sometimes it even shows up physically. Your sleep starts to suffer, for example, your thoughts race at night, your body feels tense, and you wake up already anxious because you're running on stress hormones instead of true fulfillment. If you recognize these signs in yourself, it's a strong signal that your ambition has crossed into people-pleasing, and that's what we want to shift. So how do you shift back into authentic, fulfilling achievement? Let me show you what that looks like. First, the key is to question the motivation behind your actions. You're not just here to achieve more, you are here to feel good doing it. So important. Step number 1 is to reflect. Ask yourself, whose approval am I chasing? If nobody saw what I'm doing, would I still want to do it? If the answer is no, you're probably trying to earn someone else's validation, and that's a sign to realign. Step number 2 then is to reconnect with what matters to you. Get really clear on your internal goals, on your own goals. What kind of work, what kind of results, and what kind of life lights you up, even if no one else claps for you? These are the things that will feel fulfilling rather than draining. And then step number 3 is to rehearse, to practice. Practice saying no. You don't need to take on every client, every project, every opportunity just because you can. Saying no to things that drain you is what creates space for the really important things for you, the ones that feel deeply aligned. And then step number 4, the last one, is to rewire your internal validation system. You don't need to wait for others to tell you that you're doing amazing. Start validating yourself, celebrate your progress, acknowledge your efforts, and let that be enough. Not needing anything from the outside. And this is where tools like mindset work, nervous system work, and what I teach in the Mind Mastery community can really help you. Because when you shift back into authentic achievement, your success no longer comes at the cost of your health, your happiness, or your relationships. You achieve even more, but with more ease, more pride, and more fulfillment. That's the big difference. If you're ready to go deeper and start rewiring these patterns, my Mind Mastery community is the perfect place to begin. It's just $9 to join, and you'll find everything you need to start achieving more with less struggle and less stress. And the link is below, in the comment, and in the description. And if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which of these signs resonated with you the most. I'd love to hear that. Until the next video.